Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Abby. If you are new here, welcome. I made this video because there was a bunch of comments asking how I make my hair look like this. So fulfilling those needs and requests, I can pretty much do this hairstyle on myself in 5 minutes flat because my hair is kind of naturally this texture, and all I'll do is take the straightener and I will make these little like waves over top of it. But today's video, I thought we would just do it as if I'm like going out with friends or to a dinner or even a wedding and wanted my hair to be like natural, effortless, beach wavy. This is how I would do it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment any questions, suggestions. Hope that this video is very informative and breaks it down for you to make it super, super easy. I don't even own a curling iron. I only own the straightener. I can make curls with this thing. I can do it all. So this is my favorite one. I will introduce it in this video along with all of my favorite hair products. So please keep watching. This is pretty much my natural hair texture. I went to the salon today and she did some highlights. So she blew out the top, but otherwise it's pretty much this like little kinky wavy situation. I want it to last, or there's just like more of a special event. This is kind of how I'll do it because otherwise I'll just go around the top pieces and just tweak them. But for the sake of this video, we'll do it right. So here's my natural hair texture. You can see, again, we're pretty much replicating this, but just cleaning it up a bit. The tool I'm gonna be using is my GHD Platinum Straightener. And yes, it's a straightener. I do not even own a curling iron because this does all the things. And it's done. Like, it heats up so quickly. And also there's no like heat temperature gauge, but it has sensors on it with your hair so that it can kind of like regulate to the temperature that it should be. So it's better for your hair than other things. It's still a hot tool, but so first take the back and split it in half. So you have some on each side. And then I will just pull a chunk, not too big, out of the back. I'm gonna do a method on this side and then I'm gonna do another method on this side to show you both. But what I'll do is just kind of like flatten it out at first just to get it kind of hot, let it cool. You can see that the straightener is horizontal to the ground and I'm holding the hair with my hand so that it doesn't go anywhere. Because watch, I had my mom doing this and I was trying to teach her and I was like, all right, I'm understanding like where the confusion is happening. She goes like this, she puts the hair in, and then she goes to do it, and then by the time she gets to the end, the hair is like all falling out. So you need to hold on to it to get up into the root, and then you can do vertical as well. The same exact motion, but holding the straightener in vertical motions. And so I'm pulling and opening, and I do it all the way down to the end. And so what you're left with is this very natural, again, if you see the two sides, it's pretty much replicating this side, but it's like a lot smoother. So with this piece in the front, you'll get the best view. I'm gonna go horizontal just because I want to, but you can go vertical, you can go 45 degrees, you can go 90 degrees, the whole thing. So start here. And the biggest thing to remember is we're trying to make this look like our natural beach wavy hair texture, so it doesn't need to be perfect. And try not to take too much hair from like back to front in a top layer and do this whole piece, because then you'll have like one giant wave on each side. We want it to kind of lay like this, and like you see how scattered that is? The bends are in different areas, and that is what we are looking for. So on this half of my hair, I want to show you it again, starting from the very back, working my way forward. I'll take the straightener. This might be too big of a piece, but I'll kind of just heat up the hair. This is the motion we're going to be doing. Hold the hair, and I will pinch and turn. At the same time, just moving the straightener down the hair. And the more bend you put in it, the more curl you're going to get out of it. So you can see I kind of bent it more at the very bottom, but that's just like a perfect little beach wave. I'm gonna show you vertically. And you can kind of like move it around in different areas. It doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, the more imperfect it is, the better. Just make sure all the hair is in the straightener. Don't like forget to hold on to the hair, because then once it's lost, it's like half of your hair isn't even styled. Instead of doing your entire head, you can just pick out little pieces throughout that just need touched up and focus on those instead of restyling your whole head, because it's truly unnecessary. You really don't need to put that much heat on your hair. So on our last two pieces, I'm gonna do the same. Boom, boom, flip. And if you're noticing that your hair has kinks in it, like straight lines from the edge of the straightener, there's a couple things that could be going wrong. Number one, I think that you're holding it in one place too long. It's a constant movement. Like, I do not stop. Just like take your straightener and go like this. This is all you're doing, and then add the hand clamp. If you have a straightener that's too hot, it might be burning your hair and like leaving a kink. But for the most part, especially if you use this GHD, there's T3, there's so many different straighteners that are good for your hair, better for your hair. If you're using a $20 straightener, I highly recommend making this investment, especially if you find that your hair is dry, brittle, breaking off, and you use it often. The hot tools can be super bad for you, and the way, I don't know what these plates are, but they're really good for your hair, and the cheaper ones are just not. So worth the investment. Kind of do this one at a 45-degree angle. You can see what we're getting. Both sides of my hair now look pretty much the same, but different styles or techniques of getting the exact same look. It doesn't need to be this way, but I'm just gonna show you. I've been doing this since I was little, and I don't know how to not do it anymore. It's just something I taught myself like in middle school. I will use a scrunchie hair tie of whatever sorts, and I'll section off the parts that I just completed, because it just gets it out of the way and we can just focus on the new hair that's coming down. So let's go ahead and release more hair. Now I'll go up to about my temple. You don't have to be precise and perfect about this. Again, this is like fully a 5-minute hairstyle. Repeat the exact same thing that we did on the first level. Now I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna speed this up, but I wanna keep the video showing so that you can visually get it, but I don't feel like I need to blabble about it anymore. I do have to say that this technique is more gentle on your hair because you're not pulling on it. You're just kind of clamping it all the way down. So the heat isn't tugging and pulling on the hair and breaking it. So again, this is before and after. I will leave the crown up and I'll just pull these two sections and keep going. Again, it's important to get up to the root so that you have a seamless hairline and it's not kinky. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's literally 7:30 p.m. on a Thursday and I am going to make dinner and go to bed after this. But I promised you guys that I would make you this hair video, and it's probably by far, other than skincare, the most requested video that I get. So for this curl, I'm gonna make it a lot shorter of strokes like this, like quick turns, like really kind of like giving it that kink look. And then the next hair I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a bigger thing. So I'm not turning the straightener as often. I'm just kind of like feathering it down the hair, doing it like this, and you can see the difference. Again, doing both of them does really make your hair look like it's naturally this way, but the straightener really does like take away any frizz that you may have, and honestly, it like lasts longer. I feel like I can go longer without washing my hair. Update of where we are. looking really good. I also have to say this GHD straightener, it really does make my hair hold. Like this will not fall out. I've gifted one to my mom, I think my sister, and then my mom's gotten her friends on it. It's like my favorite. I freaking love it. I've had it for like 7 years now and it's going strong. How short my top layer is. It's not from getting cut, it's from breakage. And that's what happens when you are a blonde model with wavy kind of hair and it's super fine. People just fry it off and are not kind to it, and I'm getting blowouts done by professionals all the time. And I say professionals in quotations because sometimes the people that touch my hair, it's very questionable. You don't actually have to like prove a license to do anything, it turns out. Again, with the root, I kind of pull up to give me some volume, and then I'll switch from horizontal to vertical just to switch it up. Keep this front bang until we're ready for it. Again, lifting up and then okay, we are done with the whole head except for the front 2 pieces. And this is where it gets tricky. You can kind of copy the same style that you did on the rest of your hair if you want to, but my preference is to kind of give it more of a curl. So what I'll do is I'll take my hair and then I'll go into the root like normal. And then I will pull down and then out right when I get past my eye, and then flip down. And you notice how on this half of my head, I turned the straightener upside down and I went through it like this. And I hit my eye and then I curl out. And that is what I'm left with. It's just this really pretty, it really opens up your face and moves the hair by twisting it right when you get to your eye. It really opens up that area, and I don't mess with it until it cools. I try not to do much with my hair at all, like for my whole head, until it's completely cooled. And then on this side, same thing, except straightener is in a normal place, always curling away from your face. Take it again when you get to the eye, flip out and pull. Take it to the hairline, flipping it up, and then when I get to the eye, turn it out and down. See that this half I flipped sooner than this half? You can either leave it or you can like do it again and bring it up higher. I guess I can bring it up higher for the sake of the video to show you again. I personally try not to overdo it. Here is my hair. It's the final product, and you can see how those front pieces coming out really does like frame my face better. The kinky thing around the face is sometimes like a little bit too much for me, and also as you can see, like this is definitely styled and it looks really nice, but it looks really natural and it's not frizzy at all. Just healthy and bright. If you wanted to add a texture spray, you could. If you wanted to add texture cream, you could. Oils on the ends, whatever you feel. Personally, don't usually wear many like oils or serums or like textures unless I'm going out to like a really special event, in which case these are the ones that I would use. Number 1 texture spray that I've ever owned is this ORIBE dry texture spray. It doesn't last very long if you use it often, and it's very expensive, but it smells amazing. If you are a great hairstylist and you know what you're doing, chances are you have this in your kit. They sell it at my hair salon. It is like the Mecca Mother luxury hairline. ORIBE is. And then the other thing that I love from ORIBE is this Supershine moisturizing cream, and you can put it in before you blow dry it or when you're done with it, but it almost gives your hair like a slip. It's not textured at all. It just almost makes your hair feel like it has like a silicone to it that makes all of your ends just fuse, and your hair just like has this weight but like lightness. I can't explain it. It's like a magical serum, and I'm not going to put it in right now because again, I'm going to bed and I don't want to waste it, but this is the mini. Just try it, get the mini and just see if you like it before committing. No, this is not sponsored by ORIBE. I just love them so much. This is the Gold Lust Nourishing Hair Oil, and if you wanted to, you could put this on your ends. It's amazing. My favorite hair oil that I've ever used. It just like seals them in and it makes it look so, so nice. So if you want to try it out, I highly recommend. KRISTIN S has a really good hairspray, dry shampoo, like the whole line. You can see like next to each other, they both look expensive and, you know, luxury, but KRISTIN S I'm pretty much, I think you can find anywhere. Target I know sells it, so try that out if you want to be a little more budget friendly. Let me know if you can't figure it out or if you have any questions. I'm super happy to help. You guys should know now I respond and I try to respond to every comment that you guys make because it's important to me that we have a relationship and that I hear you out. I prefer really genuine comments, constructive criticism. I don't tolerate rude hate in the comments because I'm trying to make an uplifting platform where people feel safe and people can like express themselves freely and not be shamed for it, but I want people to do it mindfully and respectfully. And I put a lot of work in these videos because I care about you guys and I want you to get value out of them. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited for this channel. It's doing really well and I'm really proud of it. Make sure you like and subscribe, leave comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.